So it's just my considered opinion, but it's not so much that we don't have to agree with, the other people. I have plenty of friends who see the complete opposite side of the world, and for reasons that are their own personal experiences and what society has afforded them, all that is good. The problem that I think most of us have, and that nobody puts their finger on, is that we can celebrate diversity. It's the obnoxiousness in which people come at us with a differing point of view. And this is not simply political. We can say that, well, I don't get along with so-and-so and all, libertards and Republicans and all this stuff. But you're talking about the people who are constantly rubbing things in your face about your party or how great their party is or whatever. The same thing can be said with religion. I'm not a hugely religious person, but when I have people coming at me constantly trying to, preach the word and, and get me into something that I choose not to be in, that's a problem. We could say the same thing. I'm a Bengals fan. Go, blame me, whatever. But I've always had not a disdain for the Dallas Cowboys themselves, but their fan base. Because as we all know, the Cowboys, the Yankees, the Lakers, they've got a tradition of winning, but there's this high-pitched and often just unnecessary fandom for their team. And it's great to have strength and belief and all this stuff for your team, for your religion, for your political affiliation, nationality, all of that stuff. But when you rub it in somebody's face to a point where it's egregious, it's offensive, then you got to back off. You have to understand that if it were reversed, you wouldn't like it any better. So it's just my 2 cents that a big part of what's going on, and I guess we can attach it to the election, but that's not what I'm solely speaking to, but it's okay to have a differing opinion, but when you act like a complete and obnoxious jackass about it, that's when it starts to become off-putting. That's when we start to see divisiveness, because you are a representative of whatever demographic it is that you're representing, whether it's Republican, whether it's Muslim, whether it's, the Denver Nuggets, whatever. Once you get into that, same thing with music. If you're an elitist and don't appreciate other artists just because somehow their brand isn't up to what you think it is or whatever, then you become the problem. You become divisive. We have to practice a little bit more acceptance with one another. We don't have to agree, but you have to respect the other person's opinion and not become one of these schoolyard chumps that always has to, throw, what's great about, my point of view into somebody else's face. It doesn't get us anywhere, guys. Just my 2 cents. Keep the receipt if you want, and you can exchange it for something at the gift store. All right? Peace, love, unity, solidarity.